Okay, hello, welcome to my channel. Today I thought I would tell you a little story, considering I haven't done a video in a while. So, here we go. Okay, so at the time of this story, I was probably 8 or 9, maybe 7, I don't know. It was in the summer, and yep, I'm gonna call this story Stuck in the Mud. Because, I don't know, maybe I'll do more stories in the future, depending on how I feel. Okay, so, stuck in the mud, yep, got it, circle it, do whatever. Okay, so this is little me, this is 8 or 9-year-old me. And this is my friend Danielle. We were neighbors. This is my friend Beth. And yeah, these are the people who are going to be the story. Danielle and I were neighbors. We hung out like all the time. We would go on a bunch of adventures in the woods behind our house. We'd like take our bikes different places and do all sorts of fun stuff. So yeah, we'd go on these little adventures. We found this one place and I was like, dude, we have to build a fort. And so we go back out behind our house, and this was like just our place. We just, like, we hung out there all the time. We'd bring the kids from around the neighborhood there, and we'd all hang out back in this little place. There was a, yeah. Sorry, I just dropped my headphone. We just hang out in this little place behind our houses. It was like so cool. I had like water in it and everything. And I remember one day we took like water bottles up there, and I cut myself, and I like put water over it, and then just got a leaf and just held it in my hand because I did not want to leave there, like, at all. So yeah. Okay, so one day Beth comes over to my house, and we're just hanging out and doing whatever, and I end up telling her about the fort, and I'm like, dude, we've made this as epic fort. You have to come see the fort. And she's like, okay, let's go see the fort. So, because why wouldn't you? So we go call on Danielle, and we all go out in the woods to the fort. Okay, so we walk out through the woods, doing whatever, all hanging out and having the best time. Get to the fort. Oh, have to build it first, obviously, as you do. Okay, so we get to the fort. We get to the place where we have the fort, and we're all talking, and all of a sudden we realize, you know what? There's like water running through the fort. I wonder if we should go down the creek and see how far we can get along the creek. So we all get up, go down to the little creek. We get there, and we're like, okay, we're gonna go as far as we possibly can, which I don't really understand at the time because we all knew that there was a bridge going over it, and we're not gonna go under the bridge. It wasn't really a bridge. It was like, I don't know, like a footpath over the creek, like through the creek. So we start up the creek, and I can already feel it is like slippery. And of course I turn around, looking around, and I am sliding down the side into the creek. And of course, kerplunk, I fell in the water. Beth turns around and is like, what's happening? And he's like, oh no. Danielle turns around and is like, what's happening? Oh no. And so Beth goes and calls for help, gets my dad. And Danielle, in the meantime, while she's doing that, while she's leaving, okay, while she's doing that, Danielle, like, tries to help me get out because, like, I need to be able to get out. So I think we eventually got me, like, I think I stood up or something, Not exactly sure. Beth goes tells my dad, she's like, Christina fell a creek. She's stuck in the mud. My dad comes out. She shows him where we are. He comes. He pulls me out. I wish it was that easy to be able to clean me up. But yeah, so we go back to my house and I go get cleaned up and change my shoes. We're planning to hang out for like the rest of the day. Go back to my house. We're talking, hanging out. Oh, wrong Beth. We're hanging out, having some fun. Yeah, and I decide that I am like determined to go up this creek, so I'm all ready to do this thing. So we go back like smart people. They were fine, they never fell in the creek, but we go back, I don't know what I was thinking, and with my second pair of clean shoes, or not second pair, well yeah, the first pair was clean, second pair was clean. Second pair of clean shoes, I'm determined, we go back up the creek. We go back up, going up the creek, and there we go, and it happens again. I fall into the creek again. Now, you would think that's the second time that you do something, you wouldn't do it again, especially if it involves you getting very muddy. Anyway, my dad comes save me, and I'm clean, and we go home. I go back to my house. Yet again, we're talking, having this time. And I get determined again, I'm going to go up this creek. You think this time I would be like, no, I'm not going back up the creek. No, I go up the creek. And I fall. Again. For the third time. Dad comes back and saves me. Actually, I don't know by that point. I think my dad did save me, but I don't know. It may have helped me more to get out. Anyway, at that point I kind of decided that I'm done with being stuck in the mud, and I had gone through all the shoes that I had that were clean. And yeah, so I still remember my shoes had to dry out in the front door for like a week in order to be able to get like fully dried out. Anyway, thanks for coming and listening to my story, and maybe I'll do some more of these things, or something like this again. But thanks for listening to me ramble on. So I will see you guys next video. Bye!